Hey guys, it's Andrea. I'm back with another Sew With Me video for the Vintage Block Along by Lori Holt. This is on her blog, Be In My Bonnet. I'll link it down below in the description box. Today we're making number 28, Wildflowers. We're making 2 of them. Dunk dunk. Whoops. All of her cutting instructions, all that jazz is on the blog. Free of charge. I'm using mostly flea market fabrics by Lori. These are her bee backgrounds. So let's get started. I can't remember. I did scroll. Let me scroll down and see what size these are going to end up. 7.5 inches. So pretty small, but not teeny tiny. First, here's where I'm going to come into trouble because I changed my colors up and her prompt says, grab the pink prints. Okay, girl, but not everybody uses pink prints. Oh, my Lord. I cut all this last night, too, so I can't remember what I replaced with what. I might have... Wait. Oh gosh. Okay, her pink is my blue, I think. Her pink is my blue. So, usually, a lot of times I try to keep with her same colors just to avoid this confusion. But of course, I was stubborn and did my own thing again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sew them into sections like this. Basically this block. So we're gonna sew these together first. We're making 4 of these units. I think I might do them all at the same time again. That'll help me from getting too confused, I think. So I'm gonna get my other ones. These are actually pink on my other colorway. This quilt seems to be going by so fast. Too fast. I've really been enjoying it. Tonight, man, I cooked. It's been a hot minute. I made some vegetable beef soup. One of my home recipes versus a meal kit. It was so freaking good. I had a bowl and a half, and Stella had 2 bowls, and I think Sam just had 1 so far. But man, I could make some vegetable beef soup. Okay, let me cut this. Get them ironed and finish putting them together. This is my quilt on the side as per usual. That pattern is down below as well. It's the Broken Dishes block if you're just now joining us. My leaders and enders, I do a quilt on the side. My side piece, as I like to call her. She's a pretty good old gal. She's a pretty good old gal, she is. Now I'm putting these two together. Yeah, call me Big Daddy, won't you back the thing up? You's a fine mother effer, won't you back the thing up? The party, the party, the party. I was just looking on Instagram if you wonder where that song came from. An Instagram video. Now this section. Put these two fine little ladies together. I really like this block. I love the colors she used in hers, but since we're doing different lines, you know, this is my version of them. But I was, again, sorely tempted to use my Farm Girl Vintage and do exactly like she was doing. But I'm staying strong like bull and sticking to this one. Sticking to this line. Flea market. But yeah, I loved how Lori's blocks turned out with her colors. Iron. Just ironing to the dark. She usually doesn't give us pressing instructions in this blog. So when in doubt, go to the dark side. Or I press where there's less seams as well. Okay. Now grab the 8 remaining background squares to make easy corner triangles. What? So one onto each of the opposite corners. So rotate this, and we're gonna snowball these corners. This is like the exact same block from the last one. The little Pac-Man Fever block I was telling you, it looked like Pac-Man to me. Wonka, 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 wonka. I always sucked at Pac-Man. It's horrible at Pac-Man. I've always been pretty horrible at video games in general, though. Then when the music starts, like when they're chasing you, or you know, that always gets me riled up, like. Same thing when I used to try to play the Friday the 13th game on the regular Nintendo. Do y'all remember that one? And then they'd start playing the Jason music, and I would just become a nervous wreck. Then just put it on the opposite colored corner. I was trying to remember the Jason music, and that's it. It's like chicka 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 chicka. Okay, now I'm going to do these same way. I hope. Why do I have a brain fart all of a sudden? What is your major malfunction? What movie is that from? Cool points if you know. Oh, all of a sudden I'm confused by what I'm doing. I worry about myself sometimes, y'all. I just know one of these days I'm going to be found roaming the streets in my underwear. I can see it now. I can see it now. Oh my gosh. It's gonna be awful. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. Wandering round all over town, as nude as can be. Dun 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 dun. Now trim it and iron it. Cut about 1/4 of an inch away from your stitch, as per usual. As per usual. Okay, I'll just get them all ironed. And then we have the Pac-Man unit, as I like to call it. Pac-Man fever. I remember when Pizza Inn used to have a Pac-Man machine that was a table. You could actually sit at it. Do y'all remember those? I still remember when my mom and I used to go eat Pizza Inn buffet all the time when I was a teenager. So this would have been late 80s. And I always associate Pizza Inn with this, because they always played music, playing jukebox and stuff. And I always associate it with, oh, I'm gonna love you forever. Forever and ever, amen. As long as old men sit and talk about the weather. As long as old women sit and talk about old men. If you wonder how long I'll be faithful, just listen to how this song ends. I'm gonna love you forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever, forever and ever. Amen. I think we're sewing this next unit on like this. Yes. My gosh, it seems like such a waste of all this, doesn't it? So we're sewing corner to corner. Anyway, wasn't that such a good song? I freaking love Randy Travis. The country songs of the 80s and 90s, to me, are the best country songs. It's really, besides Patsy Cline, pretty much the only country I do like. It's Prime Country. That's the channel on Sirius XM that plays 80s and 90s country. And Clint Black. Oh my gosh, I loved him. Where are you now? That song always made me bawl. I And he has that like yodel in his voice. It's very distinctive. Where are you now? I'm double checking. I'm going this right. And then there's if I die before I wake, feed Jake. So many good country songs back in the day. Here's a quarter to call someone who cares. Call someone who will listen and might give a bill. Maybe one of your sordid affairs. And then of course there's you and me going fishing in the dark. Lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows. Lying on our backs in the middle of the night, we'll be falling in love in the middle of the night, just moving slow. Really smart. The Joker ain't the only fool who do anything for you. And all the Judd stuff was really good. Oh, Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Daddy's hands were soft and kind when I was crying. Daddy's hands were hard as steel when I'd done wrong. Daddy's hands weren't always gentle, but I've come to understand there was always love in Daddy's hands. Daddy's hands. Before you cut, make sure it's right. It should look like this. So we're cutting on this side. Soft and kind. Oh, and there's that. Like a tree out in the backyard that never has been broken by the wind. Our love will last forever if we're strong enough to bend. I'm going to see if I can get a scrap out of that. Oh, and I can. 1.5 inches, y'all. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Don't take my man with auburn locks and something hair. You could easily love again, but I could never. Wait. I can't remember the words of that one. You could easily take my man. I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. Your beauty is beyond compare, with flaming locks of auburn hair and eyes of emerald green. Oh gosh, and there's all those Kenny Rogers. Oh my gosh, Kenny Rogers. So many good songs. You got know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Oh, here's this one. Isn't it cute? It's gonna be a heartache tonight. A heartache tonight, I know. Oh, I know. Can beat around the bush and you can beat around the block, block. Meet her in the parking lot and any place there's gonna be a heartache tonight. A heartache tonight, I know. There, finally got them done. Oh shoot, there's one under the needle. I'll get it in a minute. One more easy corner triangle. You trying to kill me, Smalls? Oh my gosh. Okay, take the little guys and we're going to snowball this corner. Queen of snowballs is what I always call Lori. Where somebody's gonna let me tonight, baby. Are you gonna let them hold them down to make you cry? Don't you know, if you change, things will go your way. If you hold on for one more day, yeah, you hold on, I know that's not a country one, but that's a song that reminds me of good times from when I was a kid riding around with my best friend. We just got our cars. So 15, 16, listening to that on the radio. Good memories. Don't you know, if you change, things will go your way. If you hold on for one more day, yeah. You hold on. You hold on. We'll have one little extra square left over of the green. Trim. 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 Iron. And that's what your unit will look like. My center is brown. I like to spit my beach nut in that dude's eye and shooting with my own 45, 'cause a country boy can survive. A country boy can survive. You gotta love Hank Williams Jr., y'all. That is some good old country. And of course his daddy. There's a tear in my beer, 'cause I'm crying for you, dear. You are on my lonely mind. But that's like back in Patsy's day. Patsy's the best woman country singer in the world, I think, in my opinion. All right, we got one brown square left for that one. Now we can start putting them together. Let's start with this one, the yellow and green one. Again, we have the present wrapping in it. That is definitely a theme with these vintage blocks. So it's going to look like this here when it's all said and done. I'm going to push these to the side and we can build this one. I'll have your picture that we used to share, and it still looks the same as when you gave it, dear. The only thing different, the only thing new. I have your picture, she has you. I have your memory, or does it have me? I really don't know, but I know it won't let me be. I have your picture that proved you cared, and it still sounds the same as when you were here. The only thing different, the only thing new. Well, she sang some good heartache songs, didn't she? Whew. She could write them. She could sing them. She didn't write them, I'm pretty sure, but... through, I should hate you the whole night through, instead of having sweet dreams about you. You don't love me, it's plain. I should know I'll never wear your ring. Okay. Oh shoot, that's still, I'll save that one. That's still under the needle. We'll do the other one first. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stop to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the day turns gloomy, the night will whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. After midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. Okay, these two. After midnight, searching for you. Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. I'm crazy for crying, and I'm crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for loving. Wondering what in the world did I do? Crazy. for thinking that my love could hold you. I'm crazy for crying and crazy for trying, and I'm crazy for loving you. Centering up that middle square. What's back here? Oh, the last line. Pretty good. Not too shabby. Shamalama ding dong. Not too shamalama ding dong. You know, one of my favorite blues singers is Billie Holiday. Love me some Billie Holiday. And sort of like jazz, I love Louis Armstrong. Bing. That whole gang. Here's a good country quote for you. See if you can get this movie. Stop growling like a big old bar. Sound like a big old bar growling. Cool points if you know what that's from. It's one of my favorite movies. Sound like a big old bar growling. I found my square rulers, you guys. I found my 7.5 and 8.5. These are pretty jagged edges, so I'm gonna square them up. I'm gonna have to go over to my bigger cutting board though. And I have to take it over here. Dang it. I choked up. I'll take it over here. Taking it to the streets. So excited I found these. these two corners. Okay. So here is my first one. It looks pretty good. Isn't that a neat block? I really like it. My center here is a little bit off. It's perfect on this side, but like 1/8 of an inch off on this one. So I'm gonna give myself an A instead of an A plus, an A because of that deduction. Okay, let me pull this other one off, square it up. I like the colors on this second one a lot. Jagged little edge, swallow it down like a jagged little edge. Alright, this one's a little bit undersized on some points, but then over on others, she's a hot mess, y'all. Just like me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this sucker got real short up here. Dang nabbit. Oh well. What are you gonna do? She's a little undersized, so I'm docking points for that. Little off again right there. I think I'm going to give this one an A minus. The background's a little too busy for it, isn't it? Docking a point for that too. I'm going to give her a B plus. Yeah, background's a little too busy for the prints. But 2 more down. What do you guys think? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you like to watch Sew With Me. And I hope y'all see y'all the next one.